Third world America. Third world America, don't drink the fucking water, which has been issued in Mississippi. Well, all over the country you shouldn't drink the water. Fucking this crumbling infrastructure here on Bernard DeVoto Boulevard has been going on for 25 years. You like off-roading? You like to go off-roading? Come to Ogden, Utah. Just drive down the streets. You'll break a fucking axle. So, back to the Oregon fish counts. What a nightmare. So, Huntley Park site is just magically presto mundo been down for a whole on Bernard DeVoto Boulevard. It's been down for a week now because there's no salmon. So, how about third world America? Fucking, we got electric bus at Weber State. Car iPhone IA, Utah. So, you don't think they do that? People don't even know about the Mitchell Act. They have no clue what the Mitchell Act is. The Mitchell Act, 1932, was giant sums of money to the state of Oregon. Fuck. Third world America. So, was giant sums of money for... Jesus. This place could get more fucked up. I don't think so. Walking down the middle of 25th Street. Are you kidding? So, the Mitchell Act, 1932, to restore the fisheries, the salmon fisheries. Giant sums of money are thrown at it. Well, guess who hijacked it? Guess who's got control of all that money? The Chamber of Commerce. Oregon, Washington. So, the live cam on the Columbia River, which is very good, has been down for almost 7 years now. Since 2016, same old thing. So they crashed it. Why did they crash it? That's when the freaking numbers started to crash. Not to mention, because people can verify it. So I've been calling them for years, down the engineers, them corrupt bastards, which they classified Kevin Blanch. Now think about it. You know, Tillamook Bay, when it got emergency closed, did you know that was Kevin Blanch and Tim Martin? We did that. I mean, from Utah? Yep. Talk about. So, third world America. Unbelievable what a shithole this freaking has turned into. The whole country. It's all about come shopping, drink your beer, and you know, there ain't no fish. So Shears Falls right now, last I checked, on the chute has 12. You heard me right, 12. So you can't verify on the Columbia River the numbers because they're lying. Now think about the fact that they classified Kevin Blanch. I want you to think, which is an unarguable fact, that Kevin Blanch has been classified, verified by the Army Corps of Engineers. So the Mitchell Act, people also don't even know about Price-Anderson. What is Price-Anderson? It's called the Immunity Act, 1950s. Congress passed. So the Immunity Act, 1950s, I'm on my way to the funeral. I'm walking to the funeral graveside this morning. Oldest Blanch boy is dead. And so, that's my old dentist, Dr. Moses, used to grill my teeth in there, boy. Whew, he was a good guy. Sophisticated. So, third world America. Don't drink the fucking water. So, Price-Anderson, it's called the Immunity Act. So what it is, you don't think Bill Gates knows this? New scale from hell. I mean, think about New Scale. What a Ponzi scheme. The guy's become multi-millionaire rich off a sham. Kenwood Financial, which was a sham right off the get. The guy went to prison for it. They've never produced one thing. They've never had 1 cent in revenue. It's all government pork. And then they go public, get rich, and they'll never have 1 cent in revenue, ever. Government subsidy. And it's called Price-Anderson. It's called the Immunity Act here in third world America. And under Price-Anderson, they don't have to pay it back. Under any circumstances. Hanford on chemo, on Balco. They don't have to pay it back under any circumstances. What? To the funeral, don't say a smile. Me and Cinderella put it all together. So, they don't have to pay it back. You, the taxpayer, do. In 2005, when you were busy, went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban, went off to Iraq to get Dick Cheney and friends a big old sack when they were Saudis. Let's go half around the world as Putin makes it rain in Ukraine, the imperialists. While you're busy killing 2 million civilians in Iraq that never did one thing to any America. Yeah. Home of the brave. Fuck. Home of the cowards. They upped Price Anderson again for a couple years for 20. Oh, I fought him. I was there fighting him. It's when they say you lost the best built building in one of them in America right there. Weaver County Library. It's a masterpiece. So the electric bus is going to save us. Nobody lives in Ogden. Nobody rides the fucking thing. They won't. And it's been in the making for 20. Everybody lives out west, and so the number one employer here, of course, is the hospital and IRS. There are more federal employees here than anywhere probably in the world. Government welfares. Yet they're free markets. They hate the feds, but they all cash their paycheck for the feds. Up is down, black is white, wrong is right. Best built building in America right there. Thing is Fort Knox. I worked on it. Weaver County Library. It's a gem. So, no salmon, but they're not going to tell you. How's it possible that the live cam is still out? How is it possible as I'm walking to the funeral at dawn? Here, I just went from Bernard DeVoto Boulevard, changed Monroe to DeVoto. This used to be Jefferson. Or it is Jefferson. It used to be Joseph Smith Street. Change it to Fawn McKay. Just to Fawn, because Fawn was her mother's name too. Her classroom right there. How about that building right there? Empty for 30 years. Change it to the Wamasaka. Wamasaka to win 2 national championships in that building. First player color in the history of the NBA. Weaver State won't mention his name. Why? Because they're racist. Obviously. He of Japanese descent? Yeah, but he was born and raised on 25th Street. Fama K. Brody's classroom right there. Let's walk over there in third world shithole America. Don't crumbling infrastructure, reeling out of control debt, hyper uncontrollable inflation. Don't drink the fucking water. Okay. It's when they say that third world America. Oh, it's a shithole here in my life. Ogden, Utah, from the great bustling boom town between Art Deco Retail to Lipstick on a Courts. AstroTurf Central is all the rage. Let's go to the Monarch and talk about AstroTurf. That's when they say that last minute. So, let's get over here. There goes the bus. Don't get run over by the 603 branch. That goes Weaver. Walking to the funeral. In the old days, people used to walk, literally. Change the street. And if you don't think that, they were in God's presence in the church, and so Keith will throw them out. They named the street after himself. When this city was 100% ran by madams, the madams, it was all prostitution. This city was 100% run by prostitution for well over 100 years. So, change these streets. Presidents? So, I always say, change Monroe to DeVoto. The greatest Freudian writer ever, except for her. Fawn, her classroom right there. Let's see. First female dean of history in the history of the United States. Graduated, who's who. She went to the same high school as me, Weaver High. Who's who? Who are you? The great Freudian city. Female professor in that era at 18 years old. The greatest research freaking historian maybe in history. All men know my history. No salmon. No salmon. Live cam's still out. No salmon. No salmon. The chute has, last I checked, had 12. Somebody said they had 58. Huh. Okay, 58. That's unusual. Fukushima, the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. Say I lost my friend. Walking to the funeral of dawn. Stay tuned.